I was studying just our Milky Way, just that galaxy that we live on. And I was reading about it this week, and it was explained that the shape of this galaxy we live in it's like a pancake. It's like this big pancake with a bulge in the middle. And yesterday when I was making breakfast, I made a little replica of it. This is not to scale. Okay, but it's this whole idea of, okay, if this were our galaxy, that's pretty good, huh? Put a little golf ball in there and flipped it. Okay. If this were our galaxy, this is so fascinating. Okay, there's no, not even a chance that I could make a speck visible to the human eye to show us our whole solar system. Okay, there's no way that you would see our whole solar system, our sun, everything within this galaxy. Because you know how big this is? A light year. Okay, a light year is traveling at the speed of light. The speed of light is 186,000 miles a second. Think about that. 186, if you could go 186,000 miles in 1 second, that's fast. 186,000 miles in a second. That's a light year. No, that's a speed of light. A light year is traveling at 186,000 miles a second for a whole year. Imagine how far you would go. In 1 second, much less 1 year. That's a light year. Do you know how long it would take to get from one edge of our galaxy to the other? 100,000 light years. So to get from this edge to this edge, you would have to travel at 186,000 miles per second for 100,000 years. You just go, what? That doesn't make any sense. That's how long it would take to get from one edge to a galaxy to the other. So imagine how fast you would pass the Earth. Within the first fraction of a second. As the Earth is just a few thousand miles in diameter. I mean, you can't even measure that within a second, and you're going to travel for 100,000 years at the speed of light to get from one edge to the other. There's no way you would see our Earth, that our Earth is buried in this somehow. And the last scene where I showed you were all those galaxies. Do you know how many of these things are out there? They're estimating about 350 billion. 350 billion galaxies. And we're buried as this tiny planet inside of one of these. And God says, I've set my glory above the heavens. Are you fascinated by what I made? You should see me. The God who created all of this. See, and it blows me away how people will walk in here and think they're big. Are you kidding me?